My crush kept complimenting my natural beauty, so I showed up to school without makeup to see if he'd still like me. I'd been catfishing my entire high school for 3 years, not online, in person. Every single day, I woke up at 4:30 a.m. to transform myself from pizza face disaster into Instagram filter perfection. We're talking full drag queen level transformation, color corrector for my acne scars, 3 different concealers, contouring that could sculpt Mount Rushmore, false lashes, hair extensions, the works. My bathroom looked like a Sephora exploded. Everyone at Roosevelt High thought I was naturally flawless, especially Derek Chen, the guy I'd been obsessing over since freshman year. Student body president, varsity basketball captain, destined for Stanford, completely out of my league. Derek would always say things like, "Emma, you're so lucky you wake up looking perfect," and "I love how you don't even need makeup like other girls." Meanwhile, I was spending my part-time job money on foundation that cost more than textbooks. The panic attack started junior year. What if he found out? What if he saw me without my armor and realized I was just another awkward teenager with bad skin and uneven features? Last Tuesday, I stood in my bathroom at 4:30 a.m., staring at my real face in the mirror. The face Derek had never seen. The face no one at school had ever seen. I put down my makeup brushes and walked into first period completely barefaced for the first time in 3 years. Derek's reaction was immediate and devastating. His smile literally melted off his face when he saw me. "Emma, are you sick? You look really tired." He spent the entire AP history class avoiding eye contact. During lunch, he suddenly remembered he had a student council emergency and disappeared with his sandwich. I sat alone at our usual table feeling like a fraud who'd finally been exposed. My worst nightmare was coming true in the school cafeteria. That's when Marcus Williams slid into the seat across from me. Marcus was this quiet kid from my photography class, always in the darkroom, never talked to anyone, wore vintage band shirts, and had paint under his fingernails. "You look different today," he said, unwrapping his lunch. Real different. I braced myself for another polite rejection. "I like it," he continued. "You look, I don't know, human, like someone I could actually talk to instead of just stare at from across the room." We ended up talking for the entire lunch period. Not about social media or drama or who was dating who. Real conversation about books, movies, places we wanted to travel, dreams we'd never told anyone. Marcus told me he'd been wanting to approach me for 2 years, but thought I was too perfect, too untouchable. He said I always seemed like I was performing for an invisible audience. "Today you seem like yourself," he said, whatever that means. Over the next month, I experimented with different levels of makeup. Some days full glam, some days just mascara, some days nothing. Derek continued treating me like I had a contagious disease whenever I went natural. Marcus always found me at lunch, regardless of what I looked like. We'd talk about everything and nothing. He showed me his photography portfolio, these incredible black and white shots of real people, unfiltered moments, authentic emotions. "I want to photograph you," he said one day while I was completely makeup-free, sitting in the art room with charcoal smudged on my hands from drawing class. "Like this?" I asked, gesturing to my bare face and messy hair. "Especially like this." The photos were beautiful, not because I looked perfect, but because I looked real, happy, relaxed, like someone worth knowing instead of just looking at. 3 weeks later, Marcus asked me to prom while I was in the darkroom developing film, wearing safety goggles and rubber gloves, hair in a messy bun, not a trace of makeup on my face. I said yes immediately. Derek ended up going to prom with Madison Torres, a girl who definitely doesn't wake up looking like that, but whose makeup artist deserves an Oscar. Marcus and I have been together for 6 months now. He's seen me at 6 a.m. with bedhead and morning breath, sick with the flu, crying after finals, laughing until I snort. He's never once mentioned my appearance except to tell me I'm beautiful when I'm completely myself. Best catfish reversal of my life.